I had recently spawned a new world in single-player Minecraft. Everything was normal at first. As I began chopping down trees and crafting a workbench, I noticed something move amongst the dense fog. I have a very slow computer, so I have to play with a tiny render distance. I thought it was a cow, so I pursued it, hoping to grab some hides for armor. It wasn't a cow though. Looking back at me was another character with the default skin, but his eyes were empty. I saw no name pop up, and I double checked to make sure I wasn't in multiplayer mode. He didn't stay long. He looked at me and quickly ran into the fog. I pursued out of curiosity, but he was gone. I continued on with the game, not sure what to think. As I expanded the world, I saw things that seemed out of place for the random map generator to make. 2x2 tunnels in the rocks, small perfect pyramids made of sand in the ocean, and groves of trees with all their leaves cut off. I would constantly think I saw the other player in the deep fog, but I never got a better look at him. I tried increasing my render distance to far whenever I thought I saw him, but it was to no avail. I saved the map and went on the forums to see if anyone else had found the pseudo player. There were none. I created my own topic telling of the man and asking if anyone had a similar experience. The post was deleted within 5 minutes. I tried again, and the topic was deleted even faster. I received a PM from username Herobrine, containing one word:
Stop.
When I went to look at Herobrine's profile, the page 404'd, I received an email from another forum user. He claimed the mods can read the forum user messages, so we were safer using email. The emailer claimed that he had seen the mystery player too, and had a small directory of other users who had seen him as well. Their worlds were littered with obviously man-made features as well, and described their mystery player to have no pupils. About a month passed until I heard from my informant again. Some of the people who had encountered the mystery man had looked into the name Herobrine and found that name to be frequently used by a Swedish gamer. After some further information gathering, it was revealed to be the brother of Notch, the game's developer. I personally emailed Notch and asked him if he had had a brother. It took him a while, but he emailed me back a very short message. I did, but he's no longer with us. Notch. I haven't seen the mystery man since our first encounter, and I haven't noticed any changes to the world other than my own. I was able to press print screen when I first saw him. Here's the only evidence of his existence. So, this is the infamous gaming urban legend in Minecraft, Herobrine. Now, I am very familiar with Herobrine. I remember when I first started doing these creepypastas, Herobrine was one of the stories that I remember hearing about, and, and stuff like that. I also came across a bunch of videos, like these little mini documentaries made by KD Productions, better known today as Dylan Does Minecraft, or It's Dylan. He did these cool little, well-edited Herobrine documentary videos where he and his buddies are trying to find Herobrine in some ways. I think my favorite one is the second one, which is when they're in that giant mansion-looking place. For some reason, that one to me was one of my favorites, just because of how well edited it was. It was really, really well edited. I really enjoyed how that video came out, and obviously, from this point forward, he made a bunch of other ones afterwards, because after a while, I kind of fell out of it, and just moved on to other things. But, again, I'm not the biggest, player of Minecraft. Like, occasionally I will play it here and there, but I just love the fact that the developers of Minecraft themselves kind of embraced the character, the whole legend of Herobrine. And I remember when I used to play it on my Xbox 360. The Herobrine skin was one of the skins you could actually have in the game. You can actually, change your skin to Herobrine. I just found that pretty funny, the fact that you could do that, and the fact that they were so meta about it. And it's like, I remember there were developer patches that they did where they added at the very end, removed Herobrine to kind of add into the lore. Like, they removed him from the game, that because he was apparently a big issue, whatever. Like, the fact that they did that. And I remember there were other, streamers that kind of fed into the lore of the character. But, I haven't really followed it as much in a long time, but I'm pretty sure it has grown a lot. But again, I thought this was it's a very simple story. It's a very short one at that. And I feel like it's a very simple story. It's not crazy, not like the typical creepypasta cliches like hyper-realistic blood or hyper-realistic eyes or killers or whatever. It's just so simple. It's just based on like someone's odd experience playing Minecraft in its very early stages. Like, you can, like, that's just what I like about it a lot. Like, it's a very simple story. It's a very simple, doesn't go over the top with the typical cliches that you would get when reading these creepypasta stories. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things that I think it really is very simple. And I feel like a lot of stories, a lot of creepypastas make the mistake of going a little overboard because of how, a lot of stories became popular because, of the fact that they had these weird cliches, like hyper-realistic eyes, hyper-realistic blood, or whatever the hell. They had all these, quote-unquote, things going on. So that's why I like this little change of pace here when it comes to that, because it's just like, that's what I love about certain stories. Like, don't go too crazy with the cliche. Like, you can do it when appropriate. You can do it when it's necessary for the story. Don't just throw it in there just for the sake of it. Just for the scare factor, for the, for the shock factor. You know what I mean? Like, I would just do it when it feels appropriate and necessary for the story to progress further. So, my honest thoughts on this story, I enjoyed it. It's a very simple, short story. And I think, it really catapulted the whole creepypasta lore of, Herobrine. It really catapulted Herobrine into the popularity that he is in now, and he's become part of the Minecraft mythos and lore, essentially, in some aspects. Honestly, it would kind of be hilarious because they have the Minecraft movie coming out, I think, next year on April 4th of 2025, and it is starring Jack Black. Jack Black is going to be apparently playing Steve. I just find it crazy. I wouldn't, I would find it very funny if they make a reference to Herobrine. Kind of like how in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, they made a reference to Sparky, which was another urban legend for Five Nights at Freddy's 1. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do something kind of in that similar aspect, but I highly doubt it, though. I kind of highly doubt it for Minecraft, but it would not surprise me if they do. I think that would be kind of cool if they did. But, I wouldn't be surprised if they do make a reference to Herobrine in the movie. That would be kind of cool if they did. But anyways, I'll give this creepypasta a 9 out of 10. Like, honestly, like, it's great. It's a very simple, short story, and it kind of gives you it's a very kind of believable in aspects because, it doesn't have the typical cliches that most creepypastas have. So that's why I enjoy it a lot. So anyways, that's honestly it on this creepypasta reading. Now, there is another story I want to read. Obviously, like, the one that comes to mind is this WWE creepypasta about this lost WWE pay-per-view that never aired, blah, 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 involving an Inferno match between Kane and Mankind, that kind of story. I think that will probably be the next story I'll read, or it'll either be Mr. Widemouth. I'm not 100% sure yet. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's creepypasta reading. Let me know what other stories that you want me to read in the comments down below. So if you like what you saw here, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends, be sure to ring that bell to be part of the notification squad, be sure to check out my Instagram because I make cool ads at Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, even myself. I also act as a cosplays on there, so go check it out, and be sure to check out my Tumblr and my Discord in the description as well. So until next time, JRDeal96 signing out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!